Hey everyone. So right now I'm at the nature center, just taking a hike and hoping to see some wildlife out here. But also came out with a camera to play with. I brought out my Hasselblad 500 ELM and got some black and white film for it. Just giving it a try. Still got to go and get what's this on the bottom? Don't want that. Alright, whatever. This app is a little weird. Anyway, so got the Hasselblad out here and tried a couple of shots. Hopefully they come out decent. I'm still waiting to get the still got to send out the film from the flower show that I took to see how that came out. I've just been slow with that. It's going to be a little pricey to get them scanned in, but hey, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, I decided to come out here, get a little workout, maybe see some wildlife, and have some fun, and play with the Hasselblad a little. This is very difficult to hold this while I'm walking. I have to get something for it so I can hold it out like a selfie stick or something. But yeah, so it's a nice, decent day out. It's almost 60 or so. So compared to the last few days, it's actually one of the cooler days recently. But now tomorrow is supposed to rain, and most of next week's supposed to rain too. So this is like the only chance I get to get out and do something for a little bit. And this trail is pretty rough when you're trying to watch the live feed and walking, but so that's pretty cool, except for when you hit the wrong button. And so I got to figure out a way to make it so I can hold it out more like this while I'm walking. I got an idea from watching a lot of Casey Neistat videos with his little Joby pod setup. Just got to get something that I can hold my phone, some kind of grip to hold my phone onto a tripod, which I'll look for when I get home. But yeah, this is a nice little way to update everything. I wish I would have had this app when I took my road trip. It would have been a lot more fun to update things going on that way instead of trying to remember to take a video, edit it that on my laptop that night, and then post it. But that was a lot of work, so it never ended up working. And it's a little weird with this thing, but because to be centered, I got to turn my phone all the way to the right, which is weird, but whatever. Flower show, and that was supposed to be a national park. National park's really there. They had one for the Pine Barrens, all on Flickr, all the good ones I liked. Yellowstone was there. Anything else, and I mean, a lot of people like to go there, and guess can't brighten it up any. Maybe. Hang on, people. But that was a way to change your white balance on here. Just don't know where that is. Oop, don't want to do that yet. Ooh, fisheye. Now, guess I just have to deal with it because I can't find it. Anyway, so usually I have to deal with a little dark. But yeah, so they didn't have quite as many parks that I expected them to have. And that was really disappointing because when you hear of the national parks, you expect at least the big ones to be on there. And they weren't. Like I said, Yellowstone was there and a couple others, but like nothing for the arches, nothing for the other two I mentioned. I mean, my road trip, I hit all the big ones. I expected to see them there in flower form and get some cool shots of those, but I say they increased the vendor area by at least, to me, it seemed like 40% or more, and that took up all the room, and there was nothing left for actual displays, so that was sort of discouraging. But the cool thing is, we went, had a park in Chinatown, so I haven't been in Chinatown in God knows how many years. That was pretty cool. But other than that, it was just sort of boring. The only thing I wish this app did, I can't tell how much you can hear. I don't know if the wind is affecting it any. Oh wait. Okay, now that I turned up my sound on my phone, I can hear you, or hear me. And yeah, you're picking up a lot of wind. I'm going to have to figure out another way to do it. I've got a lav mic I can give it a try. We'll do that another time. But anyway, so it's been a rough week, work and all. Now I finally get to relax. Anyway, what I was saying about this app, I know I'm all over the place, but this app is cool, but if there's actually somebody watching or commenting or wants to talk, I can't see it, which sucks because this is live, sorta. I mean, I'm guessing it's streaming fine, but if I can't see people asking questions or anything like that, it's sort of useless in a way. I guess the only way to do it with this app is to record with this or my iPad if I got Wi-Fi, and then watch the other one for comments and things. But I mean, this so far is the coolest streaming app that I was able to find, and seems to work fine. But again, like when I'm streaming on my gaming channel, I can do it I do it on a computer obviously, and I'm able to watch on another screen and see people that come on and want to chat and all, and I can talk to them. But can't do that on the phone, which I guess because it is the phone. I had to look. Maybe there's another app out there that's just as good that will do the chat on top of it. And there's nothing out here. Now, the last time I was out here, I'm not about a blue jay. The last time I was out here, there were so many people walking around. It was obvious I wasn't going to see anything. But today, there's really no one around. So I thought maybe I would see something. I'm not really seeing much of anything out here. As I just saw a blue jay. I don't think I can get it on here. Let's try. We're going to flip this monitor around and see. Yeah, see it can't zoom with this, so it's a little hard to show anything that's in front of me. but I was hoping to see like a deer or something. I haven't seen anything out here. But anyway, so lately I've been posting a lot of pictures to my Instagram, trying to grow my following on there. Been watching some videos on the business of photography and all that, and they say Instagram's the way to go. So I only had like maybe 30, 35, 38 or something like that followers. So what I've been trying to do, and it's been somewhat successful, is post one picture a day and tag the hell out of it. And sorry, hang on, I gotta switch my hand here. And it put that out there and just let it go all day, and I get a lot of hits and a lot of likes and stuff like that, but a few followers. I went from, is it 35 or 38 or whatever, to about 53, I think. It's not too bad. I've only been doing it for maybe 4 days, 5 days. So, and so far they've all been pictures from my road trip. The only thing I'm worried about is when I'm done with those pictures, and then I go through the rest of what I have. Sorry for the wind. Then what am I gonna post? Almost means I gotta go and make another road trip, right? I'm trying to protect it here. Hang on. I'm down by the river. That's why it's so windy. But the rivers seems to be at low tide here. You can actually, you won't be able to see it in the video, I'll flip it around, but there's actually an old bathtub somehow out in the middle here. I'll flip it around. Now if you look straight ahead, granted it's going to be hard to see, but there is a bathtub sitting out there right in the middle of the mud right now, but usually there's water all around it. I don't know how the heck that thing got there. It must have floated downstream at one time, probably years ago. It's been out there since like forever, since I've been coming out here, so at least 3 or 4 years. But yeah, it's a little windy due to the river being right here. You can see the trail's pretty kept. Now, there are a few fallen trees that you got to go under or over, but it's not hiking without that. So I want to try my lavalier at one point and see if it works. Though, if I have the lavalier on, I can't tell what it sounds like because I don't have headphones in. So I have to take a couple tests and try it. Okay, I think I'm clear here. But another thing I can do, I saw someone had was it was like almost like a dead cat, but it was like a sticky one that you just put over a mic. So if you have like a point and shoot you're doing for vlogging or something, you stick it over top of the microphone and it kills the wind and stuff, and it seems to work pretty well. I'll have to look it up. I mean, I really don't want to put it on my iPod earphones or iPhone earphones, but it's not like these things are deadly expensive, so I can get a second one, put a dead cat on it, and just use that for doing this type of thing. And have my other one for normal work, or normal listening and chatting and stuff. But it would be cool to have something I could update people and sounds decent, looks decent. I'm assuming the quality looks pretty good. And even on that data plan, though it still won't work. Like if when I was on my road trip out in Death Valley, you couldn't get much of a signal for anything, especially certain areas. So, excuse me, there is no data, which means I'm not going to be able to vlog it like this anyway. But I can just do a recording and upload it later, like normal. But where I do have data and I can stream, I'll try to do that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that at the flower show, mostly due to time. The girlfriend was with me, so we went around twice. Once I used my D800, and the second time I used the Hasselblad. But telling her I'm going to go around the third time to video everything, I don't know. She'd probably think I'm crazy. She probably let me have done it. I just told her to wait and I'll come back. But, you know, that's pretty much beat by the end of that. And I found carrying a D800, which is heavy, especially with the 24 to 70 on, and then carrying my Hasselblad in the bag, that's a lot of weight. And I didn't use my backpack, I used my Think Tank Perspective 30, which is a great bag. I love it, but it was very heavy and killed my back. Granted, I'm a bit out of shape, as you can hear me puffing, but it doesn't help any. And here's one of the trees you got to go over. So my back was killing me. Then all week at work, I can normally sit down and do what I need to do at work. But this week, we had some massive orders, so doing it, and chairs were not an option the whole time. So I stood most of the time. And due to me being like 6'2", and the owners were, I don't know, 5'4", 5'8", to them, the height of the table's perfect. To me, it's too low, so sitting there working, bending over, and then having my neck bent down the whole time, it was murder. And it's not their fault. But like I said, I'm out of shape, so that's part of my problem. But once, and like right now, I got my pack on with my Hasselblad in it, and my D800 300 f4 with a teleconverter, so it's about 420 millimeters. And that I have on with a Black Rapid shoulder strap, so it's not really causing me any issues. But my back still sort of feels blah. But, you know, start working out, get my butt back in shape, and I won't have these issues, in theory. What I'd like to do is get back in shape, which I haven't been in shape in years. I need to, just for health reasons, if nothing else. Check that out, it's like sand coming out of the tree. And it's a big tree. I want to get back into shape and be able to go do some real hiking, go to like the Delaware Water Gap, a couple other places here in PA and Jersey. But really, I want to get in shape so I can go back to like Yosemite and hike some of those trails there. Nothing crazy, probably not an overnight deal, but just to go out and hike the places I didn't get to the last time I was out there. And well, one of the reasons I didn't hike out there to begin with was just because, not so much I was out of shape, which I was, but my dumbass decided to camp out in Death Valley when I got out there. So sleeping, trying to go to sleep when it was 115 degrees. How did people get up there? It's hard to see, I know, but up there they got carving in, but that's like high. They almost climbed that tree. It's nuts. I really wish I could figure out how to change the stupid. Oh, here it is. Auto balance. Okay. Anyway, so I camped out in Death Valley. It was 115 degrees when I got there, and I had my tent. I had the top off so it could flow through. I'm telling you, sleeping like that, it's nuts. Very hard to do. By the time I was able to fall asleep and get a little bit of sleep, I looked at the temperature and it was 100. When I got up, it was still 100. So I went over to the ranger station waiting for them to open to check out the little thing they have there before I go out and look around. And I had a thermometer outside, and I just watched as it rolled back up to 115 while I was in the parking lot. It was insane. But I did it. Problem is, the next 2 or 3 days after that, I was wiped. So when I got to some of my other stops, there were certain areas where you could go and hike and all, but it was way too much for me to do. So I would just go and check these things out. So I ended up doing what I could do without having to walk around. And honestly, for the next, probably the first week, 4 to 5 days or so that I was out there, I was just destroyed. Couldn't really do anything. Well, I could do things. I went to places and stuff like that, but I was just too beat to head out and hike some of the trails and check out the stuff. Yeah, instead of going under that thing, I decided to go up and over. So, like I said, for the next couple of days after that, I was just worn. And then, I can't remember what order I went in every day, but then I went to Hoover Dam. It was again in the upper hundreds. And the way you park there, you got at least a 1.5 mile, 2 mile walk to the actual dam itself. And of course, I was recovered by then, Still walking on that, on the white concrete. That was murder too. But the valley I would skip is without a four-wheel drive. There's places you can't go and check out. I think there was a natural bridge or something out there. My car, I tried going down the trail for it, and I was afraid my car was going to break. It's just too rough. And then they got the moving rocks, which would have been cool to see, but you definitely needed like a Jeep or something like that to get up there. No, I didn't have that. I wanted to rent a vehicle, like an SUV or something like that, but it's crazy expensive for that too. I was trying to keep, a budget, so that wasn't going to work. So, but I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to do another road trip. Maybe go to some places I didn't go to. Definitely go back and visit some places I did. But it was definitely worth every minute, an hour driving to do what I did. But so I'm gonna close this right now. Maybe I'll try again a little bit, and I'll try hooking up my I think I'll wait till I get home to hook up the lavalier and try it and see how it works. If it works, then I'll do that from now on. If not, whatever, it was worth a try. Like I said, right now I'm just looking for any wildlife out here. Of course, me talking, I'm sure, scares some away. But clouds are looking a little ominous up there. It's not supposed to really rain today. Luckily, my little Pro backpack has a rain cover. I don't want the Hasselblad destroyed. Anyway, okay. I think this is where I'm going to end it. And then continue on my hiking. I'm hoping that this is the whole thing recorded. I don't know, it says it is. It's almost at 30 minutes. So I'm hoping that it actually did record. I do have an LTE signal here. But if you're watching live, thanks for watching. Like I say, if you're trying to talk to me, not gonna happen because I can't tell. So, when this video is posted, which should post automatically in theory, you can leave a comment that you were watching, so I know that somebody was watching. If not, no big deal. I like doing this to keep updated and getting new content. I'm thinking this might be a good tool for when I'm like shooting some video, like how to do video or something. That this setting this up on a tripod to just be focused on what I'm doing, even though I'm shooting a video. It'd be like a behind the scenes thing, which would be cool. But anyway, I'm gonna end it here. So if you're watching live, thank you for watching. And so once this goes on the archive, post that you've been watching, just so I know somebody did. Anyway, have a good day, everyone.